Hello, it's Ashley here from Paper&Twine and welcome to day 25 of Christmas crafting in October. I nearly said July again then. I think, as I've mentioned, it's Ella's birthday today, so I'll try and keep this video short because I'm also going to be putting up today, I think today anyway, we'll see, my recent haul from Cheryl Simone Crafts and other things as well. And this is one of the things that I bought, 12 by 12 paper pad, Prima paper pad, Frank Garcia Christmas Sparkle. It is absolutely lovely. You can see some of the designs here. And I've decided that I am going to use this to make today's project. What we're actually going to make, hopefully, is a Christmas cracker. And I have an idea of what I want to put in it, although the colour of it doesn't match the paper, but we are going to have a go. So I've adapted this from various tutorials that I have watched. And what you want is a piece of cardstock that is 12 by 6.5. So I'm just going to cut this down to 6.5, and obviously the other bits won't be going to waste. Now I'm going to bring in my scoreboard and get rid of this. On the reverse of my paper, on the short side, I now want to score at every inch. So, oh, that's my centimetre side. That's no good, is it? This is my hoogie board that I've had for a very long time. So 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 and 5, and finally, just making sure it's all in the right track, 6. This would have made a nice side for my cracker as well, but I haven't got any silver ribbon, and I think silver ribbon is required for this side. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, just put that to one side, I am going to burnish these score lines. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I tell a lie. I'm going to score on the long side at 1.5, 2 and 2.5. So just again, that's 1.5, 2, 2.5. Flip your paper over and score again at 1.5, 2 and 2.5. Now we can move our score tool out of the way. You are going to now burnish just the score lines on the long side at this stage. They don't need to be too aggressively folded. And obviously you could do these to match your Christmas decor, your Christmas table. If you've got crockery that's a certain colour, you could invest in paper that is a certain colour. And I think once you've got the hang of these, you can whip these up really quickly, and you can make really diddy ones as well, which I might do and show you, and put them in a box to give as a gift to somebody. And they would be really nice little craft fair makes, actually, if you've got the patience. Now this tab, this 1/2 inch tab, you just need to gently tease and burnish that. Okay, now with our tab folded over, we're going to bring in our envelope punch board, and you can do this without an envelope punch board. You need to just do some cutting, but the envelope punch board is just a really nice way of doing it. And you want to line the metal bit of the punch up with the middle of the 3 score lines we've got here, but that actually happens to be 2 inches. So I'm going to punch, and it's going through 2 layers, so you just need to give it a bit of welly, and you get this. Fold down again, line up, and punch. Fold down again, line up, and punch. And I'm going to repeat that all the way along here, so you can see you're getting this shape, and I'm going to repeat it on the other side. So there you can see I've got all of that done, and I can move my punch board out of the way. You will end up with some pieces like this. Don't get rid of those. I'll show you a little something you can do with those in a minute. So now with the other side facing you and the short tab to your right, you want to fold up and burnish this top score line like so. So you're folding this one up and burnishing, and then the next one you're folding down, and just give those a little burnish to loosen the paper fibers. And then the bottom one we are folding and burnishing up, so you've got a mountain, a valley and a mountain, and give that a good burnish. So you can see at the end of our cracker here we've got that kind of thing going on, and you're going to repeat that on the other side. So folding up, it is a little bit tricky, give that a little burnish. Now mine is a little bit longer than standard because there's something that I want to try and fit inside. It still might not be long enough, the actual cracker base, for what I want to put inside. And then this one we are folding back that way and burnishing, and aren't these just absolutely gorgeous papers? Now just folding it out a little bit, we're going to put some glue on these 3 tabs here, but we can actually, if I find my scissors, just to cut down on the bulk a little bit, we can cut this little section here away. Just cut that off, and all of this bit is going to be hidden by ribbon anyway, so just cutting up and up and just tearing that off. Now you could use tape here, but you know me, I don't like tape, so I think I am going to use some wet glue, and I'm just going to glue on that tab and line those bits up like so. And I need to fill my glue bottle up, so I'll just do that and glue, and I'll come back to you. So I've glued that together. There's my join. So I want that to kind of be at the bottom, I guess. But aren't these colours gorgeous? I haven't really got any ribbon that does this paper justice. I think what I'm going to do is take the journaling cards that are small to the range with me, because I have a good selection of ribbon there, and buy some ribbons that coordinate. But I've just found this ribbon in my stash. It was new Anita's everyday ribbons. It's cream with a little white spot on it. You can't really see that. And I've just tied it round. It's about 35 centimetres or so, and I'm going to thread on a little jingle bell at this end. And there's a little loop on this bell which is quite fiddly, so I've got my pokey tool handy just to help things on their way. And of course I haven't used fabric scissors to cut this ribbon, have I? I've used paper scissors, so the ribbon is fraying at the edges. But there you can see I've got my bell threaded on. I could probably have done with slightly narrower ribbon, And I'm going to try my best, I'm not very good at doing bows, to tie this into a bow. I probably haven't got long enough ribbon, but you see that is really taking on the cracker shape there. And doing a little knot under the base of that bell. Could have done with slightly longer bits of ribbon, I think, but there, for me, I've got quite a neat bow. You can take more time over this than I have. I'll do the other end and I will come back to you. I am stupid. I need to show you what I'm putting inside before I do that, don't I? I have got this Lindor milk chocolate truffle bar, which is about 7 inches long, which is why my cracker is a little bit longer than normal. But I'm popping that in there, and I'm going to tie this around here. I've given myself a little bit longer ribbon this time, and I'm just tying that tightly to secure my gift inside. If you've got something small and you're worrying about it falling out, you could wrap it in tissue paper perhaps, or something like that. There we go. That ribbon went on without a pokey tool help that time. I'm just going to tie another knot. See how that is sitting quite nicely. Very, very bad at tying bows. Some people are brilliant at them, but no, I'm not very good at it. But I've got a tighter knot this time. Actually, I want it this way really, don't I? I want my ears down at the end. That's slightly better. I suppose it doesn't really matter. And look, I've crushed my cracker. There we go. And obviously you will make yours look prettier than me, but with the jingle bells on, aren't they cute? And as I say, I've got my Lindor chocolate truffle there. I did have a go at making this one out of hunky-dory paper. It is very hard to punch through 2 layers. So what you might want to do is cut. Let me just show you very quickly. If I just, this might not be wide enough, but just bear with. Might just be wide enough. Just going to score. So I've got my 3 lines. I'm going to fold that over, and what you do is you just cut every so often little zigzags, and if you haven't got an envelope punch board, this is what you do, and you open it up and you get those triangles. And it doesn't matter if they're not the same size because you won't see them anyway. So that's what you do if you haven't got a scoreboard. But if you want to make a more standard sized cracker, instead of cutting your paper to 12 inches by 6.5, cut it to 10 inches by 6.5. And this will fit in one of those Mars bar Kit Kat treats. So this is the Maltesers reindeer. So this fits in there. You put your ribbon there and decorate it as you wish. And you can personalise these, obviously, with people's names. So they could be your table setting as well as a cracker. And aren't decent quality crackers expensive to buy. I mean, you can pay £25–30 for 6 crackers, and they've got horrible plastic little gifts in. I reckon some nice 12 by 12 paper, a little bit of ribbon and stuff from your stash, a little bit of card from your stash to personalise, and you know, I think these Lindor truffle bars are £1. So, I mean, I reckon for £1.50 you could get a really luxurious cracker. I'm going to go ahead and make some small ones, which I'll give you the dimensions of as well in a minute. But I'm going to make them and perhaps put them in a box, so I'll come back to you. So, to finish off, I've had a little play, and I have used the 8x8 pad, and I've chosen different papers. I've got lots of scraps left, which won't be going to waste. And I have made a box, and inside the box are 5 little baby crackers. And these are about an inch deep by 5.5 inches long. Yeah, this way, they're 5.5 inches long, and I thought that these were so cute. You could make these for craft fairs. You could put all sorts inside. You could put a little tiny lip balm, or what else could you put in? Well, I'll show you what I'm going to put in. And I just thought these were so cute that I would show you how to make them. So these would be great for a Secret Santa again, random act of kindness, craft fair make, you name it, home decor, lots of things. My box is 6 inches square by 1 inch deep, and I've used my box scoring lid on my Ultimate Pro, and I've taken a piece of the 8x8 paper. These are scraps from the crackers. Yeah, so I've used those, and these are 5 3/4 by 3/4. This piece is 5 3/4 square. This is one of the cut aparts, again from one of the other scraps. I've just made it into a little tag, and I've done a little doodad thing, which I'll show you how to make. I promised I'd show you how to make something with bits and pieces. So we'll just pop that out of the way, and this is the piece I'm working on. So for the small cracker, you need a piece that is 6.5 by 4.5. And on the short side, you are going to score at simply 1, if I can get them scored all in the groove, trying to be quick and pressing at 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you will have a little 1/2 inch tab, and then on the long side you're going to score at 1 or 1.5, 2, 4.5, 5, and 5.5. And you want to have the outside that you want showing facing down. Now we are going to just burnish, fold and burnish our long score lines. And this Prima paper is just the right thickness for these little crackers, and actually for the big cracker that we've already done as well. Isn't this stag paper absolutely adorable? So bringing in my punch board again, I've worked out that for the small ones you want to punch, let me just get rid of some of that gubbings, you want to punch at 1.5. It is quite hard. Fold down again, and punch up 1.5, and again, and if you haven't got a punch board, do what I showed you earlier, which was just to cut the zigzags. And then I'm going to cut that piece away as well. Okay, so we've got that. I'm going to do the same on the other side. So lining up to the 1.5, folding my paper down as I go, and again, and again, and the final one. And keep all these little bits. I've got a little pile of them. And now we want to fold up this first score line here, or the one that's kind of towards the center of the cracker. Fold that back and then fold this edge one like so. And you can see the cracker thing forming there. And I'm going to do the same on this side. So I've done that and I've got that going on. It's very satisfying actually. And I'm just going to apply some glue along here and glue that together like so, matching up my edges. So just before I glued it together, I did just cut those little bits out, and look, you don't even have to put string in. These little ones, they kind of self-close. So I've closed one end. I did put ribbon on the ones that are in the box, and these little chocolate treats are from Aldi. I've put 2 in the ones in the box. I'm going to see if I can get 3 in. So there's a snowman, a teddy bear, and yeah, so I've got 3 little chocolate treats in there. How cute is that? That is so cute. Now I promised that I'd show you how to make one of these, and you could kind of attach this onto the cracker for a little bit of extra embellishment. Might do that actually. Let's have a look and see. So coming in with, you need 4 pieces, and what I just simply do is apply glue to, can you hear Blue meowing? She's wanting her dinner. Apply adhesive to 1/2 like that, and then you're going to make another piece like that. You can do your pieces all the same colour, you can mix and match the patterns, it doesn't really matter, but do try and get your things the right way. Okay, and then you need thread of some sort. I am going to use some of my cream silk thread, I think, yes. So I'm just going to cut a piece, I'm not measuring it, and I'm going to tie a little loop in the top like so. And then I'm just going to put some glue here across all of that surface and some at the top. Nestle this so that the knot is at the top of the bauble, because it is like a little bauble. It's a little bit fiddly. Just anchoring that down, and then sticking that on like so, just rearranging those bits at the bottom, and there you have got a cute little embellishment made out of your scraps. And on the one that I showed you, I put some beads at the bottom. I'm not going to on this, just to save time. I'm just going to tie a little knot just to finish that off nicely. I've got an alarm going off. Don't know whose alarm it is. Can you hear that? You might not be able to. Oh, it's stopped now. And I'm going to tie another little knot here like so. I'm going to just grab a little circle punch and a scrap to just anchor that down. Just hold on a tick. So I've cut 2 circles out of scraps with my smallest hole punches. I'm going to glue this one straight onto my cracker top, about like that. I'm going to lay that on there like so, pop a little bit of tape over it. Obviously you don't have to do this, but I've left my crackers plain quite intentionally, really. Yeah. And you can buy on Tinternet, I think from Hobbycraft as well, you can actually buy cracker snaps. None of mine have got those in. And I'm just going to lay that over the top like so. Managed to get her little face in, look. And there's a little thingy on our cracker. And it just opens like that. You can get your treats out and it closes like that. And if you wanted to have it kind of half open like that and put some string around it, you could, so it looks more like a cracker. But I think they're very, very quick and easy to make, and I've got the hang of it now. So there's our little diddy one, and here's my really big one that's got my huge lint truffle bar in it. Let me know what you think. Are you going to have a go at these? I think I'm going to be making some more for Christmas, definitely. So there is day 25 done and dusted. Off to have birthday fun now, and I will be back tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye now.